shall cross the barren desert, but you shall not die of thirst. You shall wander far in safety, though you do not know the way. You shall speak your words in foreign lands, and all will understand. You shall see the face of God and live. Be not afraid. I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give you rest. If you pass through raging waters in the sea, you shall not drown. If you walk amid the burning flames, you shall not be harmed. If you stand before the power of hell, and death is at your side, know that I am with you through it all. Be not afraid. I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give you rest.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Good morning. Okay. I just wanted to say a few words before we begin Mass. First, thank you for those being here and those watching on YouTube. Today is the day that we finally get to put my brother to rest in the hands of God. He passed away on May 10th. Not a day doesn't go by that I don't think about my brother. So many thoughts cross through my mind. Memories of us growing up together, to moments now when I just want to pick up the phone and talk to him or send him a WhatsApp, because he was always there for me and always responded. Thank you. Still hard to believe that he's no longer here with us and I will never get a response back, but I know he's watching and listening to me in spirit. So I just wanted to share a poem that I found because it reminds me of how Jose shows that he's always here with us. It's called Your Spirit. I know that no matter what, you will always be with me. When life separates us, I'll know it's only your soul saying goodbye to your body, but your spirit will always be here with me always. When I see a bird chirping on a nearby branch, I will know it is you singing to me. When a butterfly brushes gently by me so freely, I will know it is you assuring me you are free from pain. When the gentle fragrance of a flower catches my attention, I will know it is you reminding me to appreciate life, and don't worry, everything will be okay. No matter where I am, your spirit will be beside me, for I know that no matter what, you will always be with me. As hard as this is for us all, I hope to always remember him and honor his life, his kind nature, and genuine qualities. Jose would never want us to be sad, and he never liked to see us cry. Jose, I just want you to know that although we didn't say goodbye in the flesh, I will always love you with all my heart and soul.
Good morning. Can you hear me? All right. I once said that the hardest thing in the world to do is to get up in front of people and talk about somebody that you cared for, that you loved, and that is no longer with us. And I feel that as however many public speaking opportunities I've had in my life, this is always one of the hardest things to do. When I reflected back at what happened, I came across a quote by Joseph Kennedy, who was the father of President John Kennedy and his brother Robert F. Kennedy, who both died an untimely death. And he said, "When the young bury the old, time heals pain and sorrow. But when the process is reversed, the sorrow remains forever." And I think today that I understand a little bit about his sorrow. A mother, a father, a stepfather, a grandmother never imagines that they will ever have to go through the emotion of burying a child. And so I can feel today what he felt, back then in 1963 and again in 1968. I want to reflect on my experience with Jose. I met Jose in 1983 when I was stationed at Patrick Air Force Base in Florida. I remember him as a little shy at first, but very respectful, with a good temperament and a bright smile. The only flaw I saw was his Washington Redskins shirt that he had, what he was wearing the very first day I met him. And I tried awfully to convert him to be a Dallas Cowboy fan, but I failed miserably. In October, I was fortunate to marry his mom, and soon thereafter we embarked on the first of many adventures as we moved to Misawa City, Japan, and lived there for 3 years. After that, we lived in New Mexico and Virginia before he moved to Miami and ultimately joined the U.S. Navy. As far as living in Japan goes, all I can say is that Jose fully embraced its culture, enjoyed himself to the fullest. If you all remember the video we did for his prayer service in Arizona, all you have to do is look at some of the images there and see that he fully enjoyed living in Japan. He played Big Brother very well. He was always very protective of his sister, Carla and Marissa. And later in life, when we had our private conversations, he frequently expressed his desire for their well-being, and he was immensely proud of the women they had grown to become. And I know last summer he was glad to have had the opportunity to meet Karina, his niece, and Hugo, his nephew, when he traveled here to Virginia. Jose had 4 children: Joseph, who's with us here today, Bradley, Brandon, and Malia. I know he cared for each one of them dearly because on many occasions he told me so. And I know he wished he could have spent more time with them. I think the last half of Jose's life was incredibly challenging, as he was in a severe accident that almost took his life and cost him a lot of pain throughout the years. However, even though he lived in pain, he never lost his sense of humor, his care for others, and his genuine good heart. For me, all I can say is that he left too soon. I have a sense that I missed the opportunity to share with him more. Words that went unsaid, times that we did not spend together, laughs that we won't be able to share. I would simply say, let us not let those opportunities pass us by in the future. I'm sure we all agree that living with regret is tough on emotions. I want to close also by sharing a poem that captures how I feel about those missed opportunities. And it's called, If I Could Just Have One More Day. If I could just have one more day and wishes did come true, I'd spend every glorious moment side by side with you, recalling all the years that we shared and the memories we made, how grateful I would be to have just one more day, where the tears I've shed are not in vain and only fall in bliss. So many things I'd let you know about the days you missed. I wouldn't have to pretend that you never went away, how grateful I would be to just have one more day. When that last day came to a close and the sun began to set, 1,000,000 times I'd let you know I will never forget the heart of gold you left behind when you entered heaven's gate, how grateful I would be to just have one more day. So with that, I would say goodbye to Jose. You will live within our hearts forever. Thank you.
The pool.